All right, everybody. I thought I would do a little video here. This is HUSTUSA, and please Google that. HUSTUSA. Please Google that. Um, I had I was sitting at the beach today at my bench, but in the van, and there's been an epidemic of seagulls living on this one freshly re-roofed roof. They love it there. So every time a sandwich gets dropped somewhere, 400 seagulls fly off that roof. So this guy, I don't know if he was a tourist or what, but he was with his wife and probably 3-year-old child. Was parked about 7 or 8 cars ahead of me, and I could see the seagulls were in a feeding frenzy for at least a half hour, you know. And I had been seeing the guy throwing stuff up, and of course cars dodging seagulls in the street because he was throwing up big things and they weren't catching them. And there was 15 seagulls on the ground, so one of them got hit. And so I'm looking down there and I see a dead seagull now, and the guy's walking over to it. Got a shocked look on his face, like he didn't think they could die, and he stood there looking at it.
I just got out of this.
5 cars managed to
lousy job
come
as usual.
upon the scene of him standing there looking.
I wet it down as much as I could.
Pretty much where if you drove down the road,
I just hope I don't see that garage.
It'd go under your car, you wouldn't run over it. So he's way out in the street, and where they slow down because of him and the bird, they got to really dodge. So now they're getting into the other lane, and this guy's standing there for a minute, and I'm thinking, well, pick the bird up. Come on, pick the bird up. And the doofus starts getting fidgety, goes and grabs the kid, sticks him in the car, and is like hurrying to get away. So I was seeing this going on, and I'm like, all right, that's a liberal. Now I can spot him from 100 yards. And so I collected some trash up, and I got a trash can right here, and I'm like dumping my trash, and I'm watching it from outside. And this guy does a U-turn. He's on my side, and he does a U-turn. So he's coming back toward me. And the street's empty coming toward me on my side, and he's in the other lane. And I'm thinking, well, this is perfect timing, God, thank you. So the guy gets to me, and I walk like I want to talk to him across the empty lane and to the double yellow line, and he slows down. And I says, that was real bold of you to kill that bird by standing there feeding it illegally and having your scraps land in the road and not figuring it out, and then stand there and look at that bird and not have the balls or decency to pick that bird up. And he was stunned by that. And you know what he said? He said, that's not my bird. So, you see the relief I got just from telling you that. It's like, I hope you realize right off the bat, that guy's nuts. And, I've grown to be able to, spot a liberal 100 yards away. And so the rear window rolls down, and Mom's in the back with the 3-year-old, and Mom's a Mexican. And the guy says, I didn't, the Mexican hit that bird. And his wife's Mexican. So she pipes in like I'm out of my mind by saying something, and that makes him more fidgety, and he wants to get out of the road or get away from me or something. And this is what he says next. Now, this is a real identifier for, being able to spot a liberal. There's a lot of coined phrases that they, just use the crap out of. And so as he's driving away, he says to me, "Get a life, pal." Wow. This guy's known me for 10 seconds. And he's telling me to get a life, and he's too stupid to pick up a bird he just killed. Now, I'm making this video, folks, because that's how fucked up things are. All right? Sorry to use, but it's bad. People are that stupid. And they're supporting each other, like I saw. I got a woman I've been talking to for 3 years trying to help her out. And she's not realizing her own, and she keeps doing it over and over and over, and she stands on the side of evil any chance she gets against me. I'm okay with it. I'm plenty fine with it. This persecution's been going on really for, I don't even want to count. But I just had to say something about the stupidity in the state of California is astounding. And then these are tourists. So it must be like they get that really stupid urge to come here. And it's just bizarre because they come here and they're mindless as can be. It's amazing. It's stunning. And I don't know what we're going to do about that. I think they can be slapped out of it, though. I really do. I think, they're like in a coma. You know what would slap them out of it? And by the way, since I'm doing this video, I am going to show you what I'm reading. Check that out. What I'm reading, folks. Okay? Now, I'm only like, 12 chapters in or something, but it's astounding read because they murdered this man. And, our government had gotten to that corrupt a point that they murdered Robert Lavoie Finicum, who wrote a book basically foretelling the stupidity of the abomination we're dealing with. So, whenever you get the chance, please read this. I had to, because I'm on the street, I had to ask the library to order it twice. Apparently, the liberals in charge when Obama was in said, no, don't order that book. But now that Trump's in, not only did they take the picture of Obama down from where it was located, along with a few other heads of, like the governor and stuff like that. There's an empty spot now where Obama used to hang, and I was in there the other day, and I says, aren't you going to put Trump's picture up? And they said, oh, we don't put presidents' pictures up there. And they had Obama's up there. So, coin phrase once again, excuse once again about the presidential picture doesn't get put up there. But most people wouldn't realize that, well, wait a minute, there was one there, it was Obama. Because it's hard to notice things that are gone a lot of times because they're gone. So I don't want to go on and on. The stupidity is amazing, people. And we still have to deal with that. It's still an issue. So we got to figure out how to jolt them upside the head. And that's what made me think to show you this book. because I honestly believe, and I used to not think that much about it. EMP, an electromagnetic pulse device set off in the atmosphere to wipe out all the electronics on the planet. Robert Lavoie does, and gives it a new meaning, really, because it okay. Here's what got me. He knew that, and I didn't know how many it would take, EMPs, but he knew by researching it that one EMP set off above Kansas would take care of the whole USA. So that means that all the vehicles would stop working, your cell phone would stop working, your laptop would stop working, communications would end. And, you know, sitting through a few chapters of that going on pushed it into me a little bit firmer. And now the stupidity, see, whenever stupid people get in charge, like my shirt says, they do stupid things to make up for other stupid things that they're trying to cover up that they said they didn't do. All right? So this is just a continuation of a pile-on of stupidity. So I'm going to make a key moral of the story. If we don't start arresting some of these prior criminals, like Hillary Clinton, or like the governor of the state of California, Jerry Brown, who's turned this state into a pile of shit. Okay? That's what he's done. And he's done it because he's a goofball. And he's being massaged to get it done. And it's corruption, people. They're not following their oaths. 500 sanctuary city mayors need to be arrested immediately. Okay? I'm not going to make this any longer. I got people walking by going, this guy's crazy. No, he's not. He's in the studio in the front seat of his van, trying to reach out to people and get them to listen. All right? Been wearing this shirt since '09. And this shit's still going on. Still going on. You got the governor standing up against our president when he comes to talk about a border wall. Oh, well, they're not on the same page, maybe. Ooh, maybe that's why the white population since 1980 in the state of California has dropped from 70% white to 25%, well, 28%. All right? That's pathetic. Totally pathetic that they've driven us out of here. And it's the forced segregation, like I've been saying forever. I watched it happen to the city of San Marcos a couple of decades ago, before Obama got in and really screwed things up. But we got to go back to the Clintons, okay? One more time before I end this. The Clintons are guilty of all kinds of crap. All right? They sold the Russians the missile secrets that Korea now threatens us with. Okay? Is that like treason? Would you consider that treason? I would. So, along with the Benghazi treason that Hillary committed, I would also hang Bill at the same time. Okay? For his treason involving nuclear weaponry. That's just selling us out, people. And they did it. Why? Because they're evil. That's it. It's simple. They're evil. All right? I'm going to go. I don't know how long I went. I'm on a different setup here. And the clock, oh, that's not so bad. That's a good time. Anyhow, I'm keeping it short. I love you all. Talk with God. He's got a hold of me. And it's wonderful. I'm never going back. Never going back. And each day, each day there's messages galore, learnings, just for you to be. You can have them. They're subtle. I mean, it's not like fireworks or nothing that everybody would see. You got to be looking for it. All right, and aware of the little subtleties and the quirkiness of evil. Evil is always quirky. There's something quirky It's the best explanation I can come up with at the end of this video. But use it, people. And Google this phrase on my shirt, and Google HUSTUSA. And, you know, I'm having difficulty financially after 9 years of doing this, okay? Been living on the street for 3.5 years. And I'd like to do some things, not fun things, for the country things. And I'm broke. And California's been taken over. The construction industries have been taken over by all the illegals. And now they're moving unions in to where that, like a guy like me, now charges like 50% more than I would have charged, so that somebody at the top can get paid the other 50%. So, you know, the state is so corrupt, and our governor needs to be arrested. Can you all get together on that same page and make that one thing happen? I mean, we make this video go viral just on that one subject, just on arresting Jerry Brown. I mean, there's plenty of guilt. It's all recorded. It's sick. They're just glossing over this crap, and no media's got the balls to investigate it. So it's got to end, people. It's got to end. It's just like this video.